My beloved, pause for a moment. Feel the stillness around you, the way your breath slows as these words reach your eyes. This is not random. This is not coincidence. You did not arrive here by accident. Out of all the noise, all the distractions, all the distractions, all the countless directions your attention could have gone, you are here. And that matters. Precious soul, this is your sign. The place you're moving to is revealing itself. Now, not just a physical place, though it may become that, not just a new city, a new home, a new environment, but a new frequency, a new chapter, a new space in your life where you will breathe differently, think differently, feel differently, feel differently. You have been watched over, not in a way that controls you, but in a way that honors your becoming. The timing of this message is gentle, deliberate, intentional. It arrives when you are ready to hear it. Something is shifting around you. Something is shifting around you. Something is preparing to open. And you, my dear one, are not imagining the pull you feel. You are being guided toward a place that already knows your name. Stay with this message. Let it settle into your chest. You are seen. You are chosen. You are not forgotten. For a while now, there has been a quiet restlessness inside you. You may have tried to ignore it. You may have told yourself it was nothing, but it lingers. It whispers when the room is silent. It nudges you when you least expect it. A subtle ache, a gentle dissatisfaction, a gentle dissatisfaction, a sense that where you are, in life, in energy, in circumstance, is no longer fully aligned with who you are becoming. You felt it in your body, in your thoughts, in the way certain places now feel heavy, in the way certain places now feel heavy, in the way certain conversations drain you instead of nourish you. This is not failure. This is awakening. Precious soul, your spirit recognizes when a season has ended, even before your mind accepts it. There have been signs, repeated patterns, doors that closed unexpectedly, invitations that never quite felt right, opportunities that stirred something deep inside you. And perhaps you brushed them aside. But the feeling returns. It always returns. It always returns. A gentle but persistent knowing. There is more for you. There is somewhere else your energy longs to land. This unease is not meant to torment you, it is meant to move you. It is a sacred discomfort, the kind that signals expansion. Do not ignore this. The ground beneath you is shifting, not to destabilize you, but to redirect you. You are being repositioned, quietly, carefully, intentionally, and the place you are meant to move toward is beginning to make itself known. Through dreams, through sudden ideas, through unexpected conversations, through images that won't leave your mind. These are not accidents. They are invitations. While you were waiting, things were aligning. While you were doubting, threads were being woven together in ways your eyes could not yet perceive. While you were questioning the silence, wondering why certain doors closed without adviation, wondering why the path seemed to stall just when you were ready to move, there was motion beneath the surface. Precious soul, destiny is rarely loud. It does not always announce itself with fireworks and certainty. More often, it works quietly, like roots growing beneath the soil before the first green shoot ever appears. You mistook this stillness for stagnation, but it was preparation. There were nights you lay awake, replaying decisions, wondering if you missed something. There were moments you felt overlooked, delayed, even forgotten. You compared your timeline to others and wondered why your movement felt slower, heavier, uncertain. Yet what you could not see were the gentle rearrangements taking place around you. People were shifting for you. People were shifting into position. Circumstances were adjusting. Lessons were completing their cycle. The place you are moving toward requires a version of you who has learned discernment, patience, and trust. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. It requires a heart that has been softened by disappointment, yet strengthened by endurance. It requires clarity that only time could carve into you. Every not yet protected you from a not meant for you. Every detour refined your direction. Every detour refined your direction. Every Tustin, every pause, built endurance in your spirit. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. There were prayers you whispered in quiet desperation. Perhaps not even formal prayers, but sighs, longings, questions sent into the unseen. Why is this taking so long? When will it be my turn? Is there more than this? Those whispers were heard, not ignored, not dismissed, heard, and answers began forming long before you recognized them. Delays were not denial, they were alignment. If certain doors had opened when you demanded them, you would have walked through unprepared. Today the miracle is reaching for you. If certain opportunities had arrived too soon, they would have overwhelmed rather than elevated you. You were being shaped for sustainability, not just arrival. Look back gently, my dear one. Notice how certain relationships faded just before you outgrew them. Notice how certain opportunities dissolved because they did not fit the future you are now sensing. Notice how your desires themselves began to evolve. What once satisfied you now feels too small. This is not coincidence, this is choreography. An unseen intelligence has been guiding your steps, not controlling your will, but responding to your growth. When you shifted internally, the external world responded. When you healed something inside, a new possibility opened outside. Even now, there are movements you cannot track, conversations happening in rooms you cannot track, conversations happening in rooms you have not entered yet. Today, the miracle is reaching for you, decisions being made that will soon intersect with your path. Locations, environments, and energies adjusting to receive you. The place you are moving toward is not being rushed into existence. It is being prepared with care so that when you arrive, you will not merely visit. You will belong. Trust this hidden movement. Trust that what feels slow is steady. Trust that what feels uncertain is intentional. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are being positioned. And when the moment arrives, when the invitation becomes undeniable, when the opportunity feels both unfamiliar and deeply right, you will realize that nothing was wasted, not the waiting, not the tears, not the confusion, not the confusion. All of it was leading you here. All of it was shaping you for the place that is now beginning to reveal itself. And you, precious soul, are finally ready to see it. My dear one, this is the moment where everything becomes real. You have felt the shift. You have sensed the stirring. You have witnessed the subtle signs, gathering around you like quiet confirmations. But now, destiny gently places something in your hands. A choice, not a loud dramatic choice that demands immediate action, not something that forces you or frightens you. No, this is a sacred decision forming in the quiet chambers of your heart. You are standing at a threshold. Behind you is what you know. The familiar routines, the predictable patterns, the version of life that has carried you this far. It may not be perfect, but it is known. Today the miracle is reaching for you. It is manageable. It feels safe in its predictability. Ahead of you is something different, and siak. It may not be fully visible yet. You may only see glimpses, flashes of possibility, ideas that excite you, environments that suddenly feel magnetic, paths that make your heart beat faster. There is both excitement and uncertainty wrapped together. This is the doorway between comfort and growth, and you feel it. Part of you wants to wait a little longer, to gather more proof, to feel 100% certain before moving, to make sure there is no risk, no discomfort, no vulnerability required. But precious soul, growth rarely arrives wrapped in complete certainty. It arrives as an invitation. You do not need to leap recklessly. You do not need to abandon wisdom, but you must acknowledge the truth rising within you. Staying where you are simply because it is comfortable will slowly dim your spirit. You have outgrown something. You know it. The conversations feel repetitive. The environment feels smaller than your vision. The rhythm of your days feels slightly misaligned with who you are becoming. You can still function there, but you no longer flourish there. And delaying what your heart already understands will not quiet the call. It will amplify it. The longer you ignore the nudge, the heavier your surroundings will begin to feel. Not because you are being punished, but because you are being punished, but because your soul refuses to shrink back into a space it has already expanded beyond. This turning point is not about abandoning everything overnight. It is about deciding internally. It is about saying, I am willing. Willing to explore. Willing to release. Willing to trust the pull. The moment you choose openness, the path begins to respond. Doors that once seemed sealed begin to loosen. Conversations shift, opportunities surface, clarity sharpens. But first, you must align your decision with your deeper knowing. Fear will try to speak. It will ask practical questions. It will remind you of risks. Listen to it gently. Fear is not your enemy, but do not let it lead. Let wisdom lead. Let intuition guide. Let the quiet confidence inside you rise. You have navigated uncertainty before. You have survived transitions before. You have stepped into unfamiliar spaces and eventually called them home. This is not your first threshold, but it may be your most defining one. Precious soul, you are not being asked to be fearless. You are being invited to be faithful. Faithful to the version of you that knows there is more waiting. You are ready for expansion. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You are ready for the next environment that mirrors your growth. And the choice before you is simple, though not always easy. Remain where you are comfortable, or move toward where you are called. Take a breath. Place your hand over your heart. You already know which direction feels alive. You already know which direction feels alive. Trust that. And when you step forward, even softly, even slowly, you will feel something extraordinary. Not chaos, not regret, but alignment. This is your turning point, and you are strong enough to cross it. Precious soul, before you can fully step into where you are going, something gentle but necessary must happen within you. There must be space, not forced emptiness, not painful stripping away, but intentional clearing, a sacred releasing of what once carried you, but can no longer contain you. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You have changed. Even if the world around you still sees the same face, the same role, the same title, inside, you are not the same person you were a year ago, not even the same person you were a few months ago. And yet, some parts of your life still belong to the older version of you. Old habits that once kept you safe now keep you out small. Old thought patterns that once protected you now limit your vision. Old dynamics that once felt meaningful now feel draining. This is not betrayal. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. This is evolution. My dear one, there are relationships that entered your life for a season of learning. They taught you boundaries. They taught you compassion. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. They taught you resilience, but not every connection is meant to walk with you into your next chapter. You may feel guilt for outgrowing certain spaces. You may question whether wanting more means you are ungrateful. It does not. It means you are ungrateful. Letting go is rarely loud. Sometimes it is simply a quiet shift in energy. A decision not to engage the same way. A boundary placed where once there was overextension. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. A choice to say no when you once said yes to keep the peace. Release does not always require confrontation. Sometimes it requires courage. There are identities you built to survive difficult seasons. The strong one, the agreeable one, the invisible one, the overachiever, the one who never achiever, the one who never asks for help. These identities served you once. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. They protected your heart when you needed armor. But you are no longer in that battlefield. You are entering a new landscape, one that requires authenticity, more than requires authenticity, more than defense, presence more than performance. And to enter that space freely, you must loosen your grip on who you thought you had to be. This is not loss. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. This is preparation. Imagine trying to move into a new home while carrying boxes filled with items you no longer use. Every unnecessary weight slows you down. Every unnecessary weight slows you down. Every outdated attachment takes up space that could hold something better suited for who you are now. Your spirit knows this. That subtle urge to declutter your environment, to reorganize your thoughts, to simplify your commitments. These are not random impulses. They are signs. You are being prepared to travel lighter. There may be emotions tied to this releasing. Nostalgia, sadness, even fear of the unknown. Honor those feelings. Do not suppress them. They are proof that what you are letting go once mattered. But do not mistake tenderness for hesitation. You are allowed to close chapters with gratitude. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You are allowed to say, "Thank you for what you taught me," and still walk forward. The place you are moving toward has room for a more aligned version of you. It calls for clearer boundaries, healthier rhythms, relationships built on mutual growth rather than obligation. But first, space must be made. So breathe deeply. Look gently at what feels heavy. Ask yourself what no longer reflects your becoming. And release it, not with anger, not with resentment, but with quiet understanding. You are not losing pieces of yourself. You are shedding layers that no longer fit, and as you do, you will begin to feel lighter, more open, more ready. The new space forming ahead of you will not feel foreign. It will feel earned. And when you arrive there, with fewer weights, fewer masks, fewer compromises, you will recognize something beautiful. You did not abandon your past. You honored it. And then you chose to grow beyond it. My beloved, breathe. Let your shoulders soften. Let your chest rise slowly. Feel the steadiness returning to you as you read these words. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You are not stepping into this transition alone. Even if you cannot see the hands that steady you, Even if you cannot hear the quiet orchestration around you, you are deeply supported. There has never been a moment in your life when you were truly abandoned, not in the silence, not in the confusion, not even in the seasons. Not even in the seasons when you questioned everything. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You have been guided in ways so subtle, you almost missed them. The sudden intuition that told you not to go somewhere. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. The unexpected conversation that shifted your direction. The door that closed just before it could lead you somewhere harmful. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. The idea that appeared in your mind at precisely the right moment. These were not coincidences. They were protection. Precious soul. Guidance does not always shout. It often whispers as it moves through your instincts, through the quiet tightening in your chest. When something is wrong, through the gentle warmth you feel when something is right. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. It speaks in repetition, the same message appearing through different voices, the same theme arising in different forms. There were times you followed your inner knowing, without fully understanding why. Later, clarity came. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. Later, you saw what you had been spared from, or what you had been led toward. This pattern is not ending now. It is strengthening for you. It is strengthening. As you approach this move, whether it is a physical relocation, a career shift, an emotional transformation, or a spiritual elevation, your guidance becomes sharper, not weaker. You may notice heightened awareness, vivid dreams, stronger reactions to environments that feel misaligned, a deeper sense of calm when imagining certain places or possibilities. These are confirmations. You are protected not by walls that trap you, but by wisdom that steers you. Protection does not mean there will be no challenge. It means that whatever arises will contribute to your growth rather than diminish your spirit. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. Even the uncertainties ahead are held within a larger safety. Trust the way your body responds. Trust the quiet voice that feels calm rather than chaotic. Trust the opportunities that bring peace, even if they stretch you. You are not expected to have all the answers at once. Guidance unfolds, step by step, not all at once. When you take one aligned step, the next becomes visible. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. When you honor one intuitive nudge, the path clarifies further. There is a rhythm forming around you. Notice how certain names keep appearing. Certain locations keep resurfacing. Certain ideas return no matter how often you try to dismiss them. These patterns are gentle lights along your path. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You are being led toward alignment. And even when fear rises, because it will, as all humans experience it, remember this: fear is loud, but guidance is steady. Fear tightens, guidance expands. Guidance expands. Return to the feeling of expansion. Return to the feeling of expansion. Return to the quiet peace that comes when you imagine yourself in the next space, the next chapter, the next environment that feels like home. That peace is your compass. You are surrounded by unseen encouragement, by a flow of events arranging themselves for your benefit, by protection that guards your path without restricting your freedom. You are safe to move forward. You are safe to trust. You are safe to trust. You are safe to listen to the wisdom rising within you. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. And as you continue, you will look back on this moment and realize something beautiful. You were guided every step of the way, even when you thought you were walking alone. Precious soul, it is time to remember who you are. Not the version shaped by fear, Not the version shaped by fear. Not the version reduced by doubt. Not the version defined by past limitations, but the truest version for you, but the truest version of you, the one that has been quietly emerging through every challenge, every lesson, every season of becoming. You have underestimated yourself for far too long. Look at what you have endured. The silent battles you fought without applause. The disappointments you survived without collapsing. The times you rebuilt yourself when no one even noticed you were breaking. You call it just life, but it was strength. You call it getting by, but it was resilience. There is a quiet power within you that you rarely acknowledge, a depth that others sense even when you downplay it, a capacity for growth that keeps unfolding no matter how many times you are tested. Today the miracle is reaching for you. The place you are moving toward is not meant for a smaller version of you. It is meant for the fuller, awakened version that is rising now. You feel it, don't you? A new confidence that doesn't need to be loud. A new confidence that doesn't need to be loud. A steadiness that wasn't there before. A clearer understanding of what you will and will not tolerate. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. A stronger connection to your intuition. This is identity awakening. You are no longer seeking permission to expand. You are no longer willing to shrink to fit into spaces that cannot hold your light. There was a time when you doubted your worth. When you questioned whether you were capable of more. When you questioned whether you were capable of more. When you convinced yourself that stability meant settling. Now, when you imagine the future, you do not see yourself staying small. You see growth. You see movement. You see a life that reflects your inner evolution. That vision is not fantasy. It is memory. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. A remembering of who you were always meant to become. You were not created to remain in survival mode. You were not designed to repeat cycles that drain your spirit. You were not meant to hide your depth, your intelligence, your sensitivity, your strength. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. The environment you are moving toward will call these qualities forward. It will challenge you, yes, but in ways that refine you, not reduce you. It will stretch you, but not break you, because you are ready. Every lesson behind you prepared you for greater responsibility. Every heartbreak deepened your empathy. Every failure sharpened your discernment. Every delay strengthened your patience. You are not stepping into something you cannot handle. You are stepping into something you cannot handle. You are stepping into something that matches your growth. Believe this. You are more capable than you think, more adaptable than you realize, more powerful than you have allowed yourself to acknowledge. Confidence does not mean having no fear. It means trusting yourself even when fear is present. And you have learned to trust yourself. You have learned that when something feels deeply aligned, you must honor it. You have learned that ignoring your inner voice leads to restlessness. You have learned that your instincts are wiser than external noise. This awareness is strength. You are not the same person who once hesitated at every doorway. You are someone who has crossed thresholds before and survived them. This next move, this next place, this next chapter, it is not about proving anything to anyone. It is about embodying who you have become. You are evolving into a version of yourself that stands taller, speaks clearer, loves deeper, and chooses wisely. And as you step forward, you will not feel like you are pretending to belong. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You will feel like you have finally arrived at a space that mirrors your true identity. You are worthy of expansion. You are worthy of alignment. You are worthy of alignment. You are worthy of a life that feels like growth instead of confinement. Remember who you are. You are not fragile. You are becoming. Part 8. To gentle closing blessing and commitment. Expanded, my beloved, let everything you have just received settle softly within you. Do not rush away from this moment. Do not brush it aside as coincidence. Stay with this message. Stay with this message. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. Let it breathe inside your chest. Let it echo gently in your thoughts long after these words fade from your sight. This is your sign, not a loud command, not a forceful push, but a loving confirmation. The place you are moving toward, in body, in spirit, in purpose, is already beginning to reveal itself. You may see it in fragments right now. Small glimpses, a feeling, a name, an image, a possibility that keeps returning to your mind. Honor that. Hold it gently. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You do not need to have every detail mapped out. You do not need to understand the full journey before taking the first step. Trust grows through movement, not through endless analysis. And you, precious soul, are ready to move. As you prepare for this next chapter, carry faith like a quiet flame within you. Not a loud declaration, but a steady light. When doubt arises, and it may return to that flame, remember the clarity you felt in this moment. Remember the resonance in your heart. You are not being rushed. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. You are being guided. There is a difference. Allow things to unfold with grace. Allow conversations to happen naturally. Allow opportunities reaching for you. Allow opportunities to surface without forcing them. What is meant for you will not require you to betray your peace to receive it. Today, the miracle is reaching for you. Walk forward with gentleness toward yourself. If fear speaks, listen kindly but do not surrender to it. If uncertainty appears, breathe through it. Growth always carries a measure of the unknown, but the unknown does not mean unsafe. You are supported. You are watched over. You are moving within a current that is wiser than your worry. Make a quiet commitment now, not to perfection, not to certainty, but to courage. Promise yourself that you will not ignore the nudges that feel aligned. Promise yourself that you will not ignore the nudges that feel aligned, comfortable. Promise yourself that when the door opens, you will at least step closer to see what waits beyond it. That is enough. You do not need to leap across the entire distance in one motion. One step, one decision, one moment of bravery at a time. And as you walk, notice how the path responds. Notice how clarity increases. Notice how clarity increases. Notice how synchronicities multiply. Notice how your inner calm deepens instead of diminishes. These are confirmations. You are not leaving safety behind. You are expanding it. You are not abandoning your past. You are building upon it. You are not losing stability. You are creating alignment. Receive this blessing. Now, may your steps be steady. May your heart remain open. May your intuition grow sharper with each choice you make. May the place you are moving toward welcome you with peace, clarity, and growth. And may you always remember that you were never wandering. You were being led. Precious soul, you are chosen not by chance, but by alignment. You are safe not because nothing will change, but because you are capable of navigating change. The next place your spirit calls home is not far from you now. It is closer than you think. Trust, move, and know that as you do, you are exactly where you are meant to be.